It's Sway in the morning.
Only on Shade 45.
I'm kind of honored to say I'm sitting next to Triple H. It's in here, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I just want to shake your hand, bro.
Thanks, man. The
like
honor's mine, man.
Third time today shaking your hand. I feel like a male groupie. Does that make you uncomfortable? You all right with this?
No, so far you've been cool about it.
I've been cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man.
It's not been creepy or nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not like that. I just, when I see people that, that I kind of, look up to or admire or that, that have entertained me over the years, I like to pay homage.
Thanks,
and then
man.
you're in a suit and you look like a COO right now, man. What's going on?
That's because I'm a COO.
That's right.
You got to look the role, right?
You got to look the role.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you married the boss's daughter, right?
Yeah. It's not a bad career move if you can get it.
I mean, because I remember back when you were hanging out when you were with China. We talk about anything. If I say anything
Talk
that
about what you
upsets
want, man.
Okay, I remember back then, and we used to think, no offense to her or you, but what were you thinking when you was,
I was thinking I was on the road all the time.
You needed some indoor,
Yeah, it was just,
some carry on.
I was on the road all the time. It was there, but eventually you got to grow up in life and stop just running around doing crazy things, and you gotta grow up in life. And I grew up and started to live a life, and and actually plan for a life and future and all that stuff. So I've got the greatest wife in the world. She's the best.
She's the best, right?
Yeah.
What about the father-in-law? What is he like?
Yeah. He's the best too, and just in different ways. Yeah. Listen, you've seen Vince on TV. I'm sure you've heard interviews with him. He's a unique dude, and having him for a father-in-law is a unique experience.
I'm sure it is. So it's like that, like at Thanksgiving dinner? Like, is it like that?
It can get a little crazy. I mean, you know what? It's way more tame than people would think, and he's Vince is really, at the end of the day, nobody will believe this, but he's a very shy and really big into family and stuff like that. And he's a very shy guy. He just likes to be home and do his thing. And it's completely opposite from what you would think he is. Trust me, when he leaves home, though, he goes crazy. So it's, but when he is there, it's.
What you want us to believe that Vince McMahon, that he's a shy and subdued guy?
Vince is actually
This guy is nodding his head. Who's that? Who is he? He's agreeing with you. Who's that?
He's the creepy guy I brought with me.
Okay, the creepy guy you brought with him is nodding his head in a creepy way. By the way,
he works at the company and he does publicity for us. And trying to get Vince to go out and do publicity stuff for the company is very, very difficult because he does not like to go put himself out there in front of people. And I'm telling you right now, it's the funniest thing. He can go out in front of 20,000 people and do the craziest, goofiest stuff in the world. Put him in a situation where it's like 2 or 3 people and he's just there and he's got to talk and make small talk with them and stuff. And he just can't wait to get out of the room.
Wow. Yeah. Really? That's something new. I would have never wondered. Did you know that?
I never would have guessed.
You never would have guessed, right?
But if he wants to put the front on when he's that Vince McMahon character, it's there. Trust me.
He could turn it up. Triple H is hanging out with us. Triple H, a legend, is hanging with us. 888-SHADE-45. Give us a call. He's going to continue to hang out with us. We'll talk about wrestling, but we'll also talk about acting in a new movie he's in called Inside Out with Michael Rappaport, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that movie as well. You got the new movie Inside Out, right? And you play AJ in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Michael Rappaport and I are in it. He plays my a guy that I grew up with. His family kind of took me in when I had nobody, and I go to prison for him. Trying to protect him for I go to prison for like 12 years. His family's in organized crime. I get out and I don't want anything to do with the crime business anymore. And they, it's like they say, the more you try to get out, the more they suck you back in.
Pull you in, right?
Yeah. So it's a cool story. And if you know Michael Rappaport, he's a great dude.
He plays a guy named Jack, right? And then you get out of jail.
Yeah, he's kind of Bruce Dern's kind of. I hate to say nitwit son, but he kind of screws up a lot. He makes a lot of mistakes, and he's in debt, and everything is bad, and they're kind of counting on me to come out and make things right, but I want nothing to do with it. And he continues to screw up, and I have to try to bail him out of it. And eventually, his own dad wants him dead, and he wants me to do it. And
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
And then you spend the whole movie protecting his wife and his kid, right?
Because before I went into prison, she was with me.
So you were banging her out before you went to prison.
Exactly. And then when I went in, he ended up with her, and now they have a kid, and they're married. And
did the kid look like you, though? You never know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Could have been your kid, right? All right. How would you rate yourself as an actor on a scale of 1 through 10? Triple H, ladies and gentlemen.
God. Yeah, that's hard
Triple
to
H.
do. I think I give myself a 5. I don't think I'm terrible. I don't think I'm going to win any Academy Awards either.
Okay.
But I'm trying, and I'm trying to learn, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I think the thing is, if you can surround yourself in those movies with good people, like I'm surrounded with Parker Posey, who's just phenomenal, Michael Rappaport, who's a great actor, Bruce Dern. I mean, you surround yourself with people like that, and it makes you look real good.
It makes you look good. So yeah. I don't know why wrestlers, when they get to movies, I got to see yours, but the acting, it stinks sometimes. Would you agree? I mean,
Yeah, well, listen, sometimes I see guys on our show, and I think, oh, my God, that stinks.
Okay, it's cool.
And it just depends on the guys. Listen, I don't know. When they talk to me about making these movies, they ask me this all the time, like, did you get trained? Did you do this? I don't know. I think acting's kind of like one of those things. You can either go in the other room and pretend to be something else and make it look believable, or you can't. I don't know. I'm not big in all the theories and the methods and all that stuff. I don't go on set and have to be, I was AJ all day because I couldn't come out of that character. So like, just go in the other room and pretend you're this other guy, and that's what you do, and then you come back out. It was either good or it wasn't. I don't know. Who you doesn't seem like rocket science to me.
No, but I'm sure, because the storyline of this movie is great, Inside Out. Michael Rappaport, like you said, you're working with great people. Just by right now, you're not the same person I see on TV, so I'm sure you got many personalities, and you brought one of them out to play AJ. So I wish you much success with that.